Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 vs 1 on Meeting of Minds. Playing as the Salamanders, we've got Necrotechnica, and as opponents today, playing as a Death Guard, we have got Vrax. Vrax is going to be going for triple Nurgle Cultist, a Poxwalker Slave, and a Temple of Disease, whereas the Salamanders are going to go for a couple Scout Squads, a couple of Tech Marines, and a Furnace. So I do believe I've watched the first 30 seconds of this game, and the Nurgle player has gone for the second company, which I completely forget what the second company is called, but essentially their whole vibe is anyone who's near their infantry have their armor reduced, and anyone who's standing near their vehicles have their health drained. At least that's what I think. We shall see if that's going to have an effect on the game. Quite excited at the moment. About 5 minutes before recording this video, I did pop on the Tinterwebs on my YouTube channel a dramatic reading of the Ancient Awakes. So Lord knows how that's going to go. Maybe as you'll watch this video now, I've now been propelled into YouTube stardom and I can now leave my job, finally. Or, maybe more than likely, no one's seen it. So if you do like dramatic readings and Warhammer 40k lore, please do give it a little look-see, a little like, and maybe even a cheeky comment for the old algorithm. They'd be much appreciated. But yeah, we have seen the Salamanders versus the God, they're not called the Nurgle people, they are called the Death Guard. That is what they are called. But we have seen this matchup on this very map before. One thing to keep into consideration is that, well, the Nurgle people, they're not Nurgle people, the Death Guard, they're quite slow, but quite tanky. And the Salamanders are also quite slow and tanky, but they have fire. So maybe that will help them. We have a forge going on over here, so I imagine we will be seeing some thunder cannons on the go as these scouts are manoeuvring around the battlefield, capturing all their bits and bobs and the usual nearest and dearest stuff while everyone's building up their fighting forces. Plague Lord coming out to see what he can do. To have a Feculent Gnawmaw. Look at that, I can read for it once. It's, from what I understand, it's like a turret, but it sprouts more turrets. Spreading your seed, if you will. But just really feculent seed. Which is not a nice image, if I do say so myself. These scouts in a bit of a bind at the moment. We'll have to try and run away from these cultists. But I do believe that the cultists are a fraction faster than the scouts. Look at these guys, they just can't quite get the distance. And in a very dramatic style, kind of falling over and dying. Like a swooning Victorian woman, almost. Anyway, more scouts are coming. We do have some... What were you? You were Wargear Bionics. So these scouts will be a little bit tougher. But yeah, 5... What is that? 7 shotgun shots to the face. I've sent this scout back to the medical bay. And there we go, our first Thunderfire Cannon of the game. I imagine it's just going to be Thunderfire Cannon spam until the tier 2s. We have some Plague Marines meandering over, clad in petulance and flagellance and all the other good words beginning with F. Plague Lord Inter as well. So we said that these guys, when standing near enemies, should reduce their overall armour. So we shall see if that is a thing. I doubt that the actual symbols here will change or anything. I imagine sometimes when things are being negatively affected, they've got a little shield next to them, haven't they? A little shield in this general area. So I have to double check. Do have Nurgle cultists being chased around by the Tech Marine, although the cultists, and I think demons as well, don't have the armor reducing buff or debuff around them, so that's a thing. No, cultist up, not willing to leave combat, just going to stand there and die. Second Nurgle cultist also going to be going down this way, and I do quite like this little chase here. No, I don't want to look at you. How do I look at the other one? Anyway, yeah, it's just you just can't catch him. It's just a speedy boy. Got this Thunderfire Cannon being chased around by the Plague Lord as a second Thunderfire Cannon opens fire. Impressive range and impressive damage from a tier 1 unit. Also going to see an Assault Squad as well. Tech Marine over here, firing away with his bolter pistol. And this Tech Marine in a bit of a bad situation. Now got some Assault Plague Marines looking to slice and dice him with blades serrated and pox blessed. Do I have, what are you? Oh, you are Plague Marines capturing the relic. That's a thing. Got some assault squads of the Salamander variants with their very cool backpacks, or jump packs, sorry. They jump, as the name implies, over the mountains, and they're going to be looking for these assault Plague Marines. But I imagine they probably don't want to go up against another assault squad. Oh no, never mind. Oh, that poor Tech Marine. He wants to be a hero. He wants to be a contender, but nah, he's not anymore. He's just a bit brown bread. This chase is never near a day. The Plague Lord just can't seem to keep up with this speedy Thunderfire cannon. Might have killed one there with the help of the cultists over yonder. Do have these assault marines over here quite low on health. But they did decap that critical location in the middle. Now going to wear and tear their way through these lowly armoured Nurgle cultists. Although regarding cultists, they are still relatively tanky. Yeah, these guys won't be winning anytime soon. The cultists, that is. And these assault guys are now going to try and keep that Nurgle Lord away from the Thunderfire cannon, which they are successful. Managed to kill him. They're now going to go and slap around these Plague Marines. Remember that when Plague Marines die, they do kind of just explode of a general AoE damagey thing. Not sure if it's like Dawn of War 2, where if they explode, they also heal the boys next to them. Which would be nice. Sharing is caring and all that. Is that not Nurgle's motto? Yeah, but Thunderfire Cannon racking up the kills. But Assault Marines, no more. A lot more than they could chew there, I'm afraid. These Assault Marines are having a gale time. Just running about. Look at that. God bless their mortal souls. We've got another feculent Gnoll Maul over here. And tier 2 popping for the Death Guard sometime soon. Burn the Alien. Also tier 2 going for the Salamanders. A little bit quicker on the draw than Vrax. These Plague Marines are trying their absolute darndest to take down this listing post, but they just... Clearly they need to sharpen their blades a little bit more. Nurgle is not blessing them. The striking down of this listing post. This Thunderfire Cannon, safe as you like. Now going to go for an anvil. And some vehicle cap increase. In fact, double anvils. That's, yeah, why not? Push that boat out, that's what I say. Plague Lord going to be not repaired, going to be re-recruited. Also got some skill favours. But yeah, this anvil is probably... Oh, good lord, look at how fast he moved. Clearly when you can motivate a Plague Marine, that is something. Thunderfire Cannon, now in a precarious situation. Are going to see more Tech Marines coming out of the woodworks. The Tech Marine alone with this Thunderfire Cannon is not going to win the day. Do have a couple of Plague Belchers. Great against infantry and morale. Kind of like a flamethrower, but less flamey. Got one anvil finished. Gonna go for a Razorback. The tried and true vehicle of the Salamanders and many other factions in Unification. Generally good against everything, but not excelling against anything neither. And that's a lot of plasma generators. 1, 12 and 60 compared to 1, 16 and 40. So it's still quite even in the old economy department. But yeah, one Razorback and look at him go. And these Plague Marines are just not hacking it. They're not built for bashing buildings in any way, shape or form. Vrax will probably want to get his boys out of there ASAP. I mean, how can you really run away from a Razorback when you have a Plague Marine? Should have held off maybe one of those upgrades and seen if we could have gone for like a Blight Launcher of some description. Although then again, a Blight Launcher, got to go for tier 3 on those guys. Got some las cannons on these doofers. Going to go for a squad cap increase. I imagine we'll see some Havocs on the way. Then again, you might not need that squad cap increase anytime soon. You are about to lose your 2 primary fighting units. There's some cultists there. And they've got a friend with them. What are you? You are... Oh, a cultist champion with his righteous rod of... God, I'm trying to think of a disease that begins with R now, just for the alliteration. Rubella? Is that a disease? Rhubarb? No, that's a food, isn't it? Never liked rhubarb, to be fair. Anyway, cultists here. Nope, they're not living. They are dead as a doorknob. Not coming back anytime soon. God save them. Or Nurgle save them, I suppose. Plague Havoc now. 2 lads ready to smash some tanks up with their rocket launchers. Not sure. What is their squad cap maximum? It's 4. Right, so got to be quite careful with those guys. Got some dreadnoughts now. Plague Lord. You see, that's the problem with when you're playing as a Death Guard, is that you can't overextend. Because if you overextend and you get caught out, you're just going to lose your boys. Because you won't be able to run away quick enough to not die. Here he goes, he's doing a thing. Oh, he was healing himself. The gift of death, life, renewal, etc, etc. Does seem like it's also giving us some regenerative properties as well, which is pretty sweet. Got some green las cannons here. Trying to go for another one. Turret demons, what these are. Oh gosh, what are you? You are... Oh, you're the feculent Nullmaul. Throwing some tainted seeds. And there we go. This dude is just sick of everything. He's sick of these dreadnoughts. He's sick of these salamanders. Sick of the razorbacks. And not in a way that Papa Nurgle would be happy with. Got some havocs here. Got some more havocs in the backline as well. Kind of just standing around. What are you doing, boys? Oh, they're going to fall back within the protective range of the feculent Nullmaul. Dreadnought slapping around those turret demons like no man's business. Nullmaul fails, but is survived by its new offspring. Has one down here survived? He's dead. Cultist down here trying to get that critical location cap, but will be burnt to a crisp. Dreadnought has gone down though, so that is something. And now we have a significant amount of havocs. Might even go for a third one. Oh no, going to go for a malignant plague caster. And it's just a road trip for Necrotechnica with all his tanks. Well, these guys are going to be... I mean, they're playing with fire. I mean, pardon the pun, but they are quite literally playing with fire here. You never want to get caught in someone's base. Special vehicles due to pathing issues. They can't get out. They are going to be having to fight off 2 squads of Plague Havocs. And a straight up fight, they're not going to win all that much. Plague Havoc squad, also with a Plague Marine champion armed with a melter gun. And yet in no time, for that one volley, these guys are not to mess with. Also going to go for Bane Pit over here. Yeah, a bit of an overstep here, I'm afraid, Necrotechnica. A little bit of an overreach. Going to focus fire on that Razorback, the bane of most people's existence. All fallen foul to a Razorback. Spam. But yeah, all these tanks are going to fall, and that is a sad time in the pipelines. I'm going to still go for those Razorbacks though. Going to swap it out for an assault cannon. More dreadnoughts as well. Not sure if doubling down on the vehicles, but he is going to go for a Burn the Mutant. Tier 3 on the way. And these cultists just won't give up on this critical location in the middle. Plague Lord slapping the flanks of this Razorback, trying to protect his boys, but these guys are dedicated. They are not giving up anytime soon. And the Bane Pit is finished. What we're going to see, we are going to see a bloated Rhino. Okay. Makes sense. Stick your Havocs in there. Make them go on a little bit of a field trip. And remember that the vehicles are going to be absorbing health. I assume it's only infantry that they absorb health from, but never double guess the wicked ways of the ruinous powers. Got another Rhino over there. Chaos Lord just giving up on life now. There we go, he's carrying on running. Havoc's going to run inside the bloated Rhino. Going to try and use the... Oh, he's trying to go in, out, trying to spawn over on this side of the Rhino, but doesn't seem to be working for him. I want to stick these guys in and just move them back a little bit, maybe. There we go. Chaos Lord going down. Rhino also going to go down. Tech Marine moving forward, having a look at... Oh, they've gone for Thermal Plasma Generator. That's quite nice. And a second bloated Rhino on the way. 140 and 50 economy-wise compared to 161 and 133. We do have... Ooh, who are you? A Death Watch veteran. Very tasty. Oh, with a flaming sword. The Anathema is here. Very cool looking model. Love the shouldery bits. All the writing and stuff. Got a bit of micro machines or Hot Wheels or whatever you want to call whatever today's racing game is going on. Just absolute havoc. Road jams, traffic collisions. No one's put the seatbelt on, I'm sure. Oh, we do have a Predator. Okay, well, this is going to cause a problem for the Rhinos. Razorbacks can't quite pierce the armour of a bloated Rhino, but Predator sure can. Also not too bad at dealing with the heavy infantry, neither. And this Death Watch veteran slamming his sword and shield into the bloated Rhino, but already quite low on armour himself. He's not going to give up. This is not the Death Watch way. Feel sorry for the Death Watch member who dies not in battle, but in the comfort of his own bed. Havoc's now seen no need in running away. They're in the heavy cover. They could probably out-reinforce themselves from all this DPS. They're just going to slowly kill everything. Morale has been broken on these Plague Havocs, though. Still within range of this listening post. Might want to pull yourself back just a smidgen. We have an Icon of Despair Bearer over the distance, giving that assault squad a good what-foring. Yeah, Razorback looks like it might go down, but the accuracy of these scared Plague Havocs has been reduced. There we go, one more Razorback going to go down. Would have probably made sense to focus on the Predator a lot earlier. But oh well, hindsight is 2020. Do have some... a scout squad with sniper rifle and double heavy bolter. Ideal at killing Nurgle cultists. Yeah, these Havocs have overstayed their welcome. They almost got that Predator out, but with no morale, they're not going to do all that well. What's we got coming out? We've got a Nurgle Dreadnought. So here's the thing. I've seen in a lot of games, on the games that I cast, or the games that I see on LaughingMax channel, or just games in general, people are now building double vehicle depots for whatever faction they're playing. What is the function of that? What is the reason? Is it because everyone's just spamming plasma generators as much as they can, and then it's just like, oh, well, you're going to have a float of green money, so you may as well... Oh, actually, maybe that is it. Maybe I'll just solve my own, or answer my own question. Nurgle Dreadnought equipped with a multi-melter, but then engaging close combat. More investments there, Sonny Jim. But they do have a Plague Havoc squad in support. Scout squads sitting around the sides, kind of screening these tanks as they advance forward. The attack marines come upwards and heal this Predator. Reduce, reuse and recycle. That's what Bob the Builder said when I was a kid.
Yes, Captain.
I assume that it's still used to this day. It was the damn good phrase. Like I say, alliteration. Not a huge fan of alliteration myself. I think it's lazy writing, but then again, you can't judge another man's writing, can you? If you do want to judge my writing, I have published a book. Links in the description. Yeah, this Predator. Oh dear. Doing a little bit of a 360. Not sure where he was going in life, apart from in the dustbin. And realistically, I mean, it's just going to be a tank fest, I suppose. Well, the tanks not sponsoring this video, but they are welcome to if they so wish. Terminator Assault Squad. Look at these bad boys with their dragons on their sides. Yeah. Nice one. Yeah, these guys will be fairly good at smashing up vehicles in close combat, should they choose. Also got teleport, I do believe, as well. We had the Nurgle Tide en masse, moving, consolidating their hold on the centre. Maybe one day they will hold the critical location in the middle. Maybe these cultists are the ones to do it. Who knows? Power Dreadnought looking to smack up this bloated Rhino. Do have some scouts with some missile launchers as well. In fact, double missile launchers on the south side of this engagement going on. Dreadnought throwing a Plague Marine way over yonder, denying him to use his final explosives in some sort of useful fashion. We do have another Predator. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Got a regular Terminator squad as well. So yeah, whether these guys are going to be able to out-tank the Plague Marines, which, let's be honest, they probably will be able to. They are Terminators, and they are also Salamanders. And, oh, they're just waiting for their War Gear personal teleporters to come online. I imagine they'll do some sort of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where they teleport behind them and... Or is that Dragon Ball Z? One or the other. Razorback hauling, well, back this Nurgle Dreadnought. More Dreadnoughts of the Salamander variants are going to come in. No one's going for anything huge, but then again, here we go. Assault Terminators now in the mix. Go stand still for a little bit just to look cool. I'm sure that's how it works. They've slapped down that Plague Heretic. Very unfortunate. Deathwatch veteran joining the fray. And these Plague Havocs don't want anything to do with this. It's not what they signed up for. They signed up for hunting tanks, not being physically assaulted by these Terminator assault squads. And we do have a Forge squad. Forge Guard squad, sorry. Look at those guys. They're yellow. Yellow and green, never to be seen. That's what my sister says. And we've got Force Commander. That's nice. And Tier 4. Oh, we're going into Tier 4. That's exciting. Blight Lord Terminators to answer the impending Terminators coming over on their side. Going to go for some Blight launches themselves, but I do believe that the Salamanders players now... Oh no, he's not transitioning, he's still going for these Dreadnoughts here. He's got them on auto build by the looks of things. Got a Plague Burst Crawler. Here we go. Providing artillery support from a distance. Lots of damage, lots of knockback as well. As these Blight Lord Terminators open fire. Not going to really do all that good in close combat against these Terminator squads, but then again, they're not. Doesn't seem like they're going to survive this engagement with all this firepower coming towards them. I imagine as well that the Plague Havocs have been upgraded with their anti-infantry rockets as well. In fact, yes, there we go, anti-infantry rockets. So at this point, regular old Plague Marines are kind of moot now. Blight Lord Terminators going toe-to-toe against the Dreadnought. Lots of fire, lots of death. And these Terminators are going to teleport away. Dreadnought's just going to kind of stay in here. As in, I mean, look at all that green money. Yeah, you could probably go for a third anvil. In fact, has he gone for a third? Yeah, he's gone for 4 anvils. It's the new meta, boys and girls. We're seeing the game evolve in front of our very eyes. We're going to go for here. Only a tepid 2 Bane pits going on here. We're going to go for some more Nurgle Dreadnoughts. We've got a cesspit, which is where the Death Guard get all their big units, so we might even see Mortari in here. I can't imagine. If we get Primarch and Primarch action, I'm crossing my fingers, boys and girls. But yeah, these Terminators, the Force Guard squad being taken out. Plague Burst Crawler being accosted by that dude there, the Death Watch veteran, but he has been deaded. Blight Lord squad still on it, but actually might even get a squad wipe. Very unfortunate. I want to pull this dude back. Run away! Run away! Oh no, the Dreadnought. It's got longer legs. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's not a cheap squad, that. Run away, over to these dudes. So look at what I found on the floor. 10-second rule. Still good to eat. A big engagement going on in the middle. We've got double Predators. All the Terminators in the world. Plague Havoc's trying to get some good shots off, but these Terminators, so these Dreadnoughts won't let them. Very rude. More Terminators coming on the left-hand side. We also have the Order of the Shroud Elite Squad. There are some... Oh, there they are. Angry Sisters coming out to kill some smelly misters. Well, the Plague Claw catapults or Plague Burst Crawlers, sorry, we're not playing Skaven in Warhammer Fantasy, are doing a good job of knocking these guys over. With this Nurgle Dreadnought surrounded by dudes. And look at this Force Commander, just absolute hero. Going one-on-one with the Dreadnought in close combat. But yeah, these Terminator Assault Squads causing all sorts of mischief. We are now seeing a Plague Wars Tier 4 going for Vrax here. And it's 200 and 176 compared to 145 and 71. So not focusing on the economy nearly as much. Spending all of his ill-gotten gains. Dreadnoughts and bloated rhinos. Although, I mean, don't get me wrong, these Plague Burst Crawlers are amazing. But, I mean, against these Predators, they're not really doing all that much. Same with these Dreadnoughts. At least the Predator does stuff more than the Plague Burst Catapult towards the vehicles, I imagine. With you guys going for your Tier 4, what Tier 4 gubbins are they going to go for? We're going to go for Librarian. That's cool. Bring on the Vulcan, baby. That's what we want to see. Bloated Rhinos, more Nurgle Dreadnoughts, Plague Burst Crawlers, nowhere to run or hide. Oh no, ignore me. When I said that these guys don't have any anti-vehicle stuff, they do have entropy cannons. As far as I'm aware, basically like las cannons, but just greener. There we go, Tier 4 has been finished. What are we going to see? What are we going to experience? Although they have now seen the cesspit, and these Dreadnoughts will probably want to take care of it ASAP. Much to our shock and chagrin. Well, it's going to go on, nothing much. Just constant fighting going on here. No one's falling back. Got a banner bearer. A wonderful little banner that he is bearing. Plague Havoc Squad being left alone in the middle. Smashed up and surrounded. Is there a smartly? Ah, there's a Whirlwind. Not Mark 103, just regular Mark. And the Librarian joining the fray. Ready to smite the smiters. Got a Dreadnought trying to take out that cesspit, but the Plague Dreadnought giving him a taste of his own medicine. We'll probably take it on. Oh, look at that, there we go. Got a... Oh, I thought it was going to be a kill sync, never mind. That would have been fun to watch. We do have some chosen Plague Marines, even slower than your regular lads, from what I understand. But even more deadly. But yeah, somehow the Death Guard are still holding on, even when they're under such economic disadvantage. I mean, look at that. The Salamanders player could just basically buy whatever he wants at this point. But yeah, he's not able to break the Death Guard line at the moment. We'll get down the cesspit there if left to his own devices. We're going to see a Malignant Playcaster being re-recruited. Oh my god, we've got Lord Vulcan! Here he is! There we go, look at that! Hello, brother! I want to boop this snoot! If you've seen the Emperor's text speech. If you haven't, then that reference is probably quite cringe, and you won't understand it. And you should go watch the Emperor had text to speech, because it's amazing. Go on, Vulcan, do Vulcan things. Be the Primarch we know you can. Find some Eldari children, show them who's boss. Do things. Alright, okay, fine. Keep your secrets. In that case, what's going on? What else is there available? I mean, like I say, I don't know if this build order is, well, this composition is working for the Plague Marines. They've got their Plague Havocs, which seem to be kept on being bothered by the Dreadnoughts. But what would be the answer, really? There we go, look at it, there he goes! The shiny blue flame. Ah, that cultist had no chance. Stop, it's hammer time. Come on, Vulcan, stop blue balling me here. We do have some chosen Plague Marines, so maybe that's the way forward. These guys are quite tough customers, like I say. I mean, more Plague Marines. More health than Vulcan himself. What else happening? We're going to go for a bot fly. It's something. Not quite Mortarian, but you buy what you can off the money that you have. And here we go. Get involved. Hit them. Hit them with your hammer. Although sadly, even a Primarch of the Salamanders is ridiculously slow. But never mind, that is just going to teleport straight in, circumvent the process. That's what we say. Fair enough. Why kill heretics when you can do a little bit of DIY in their base? Blockfly instantly wiped out. Plague Havoc squad being smashed in by this Sakaran Punisher tank. God, that is a beefy assault cannon, isn't it? Yeah, let's be honest, it's not looking good for the Death Guard here. Not much you can really do in this situation. Just a slow death on its way. Smithery being built in the middle of the map just for good measure. I wonder if I haven't done any research on Vulcan because I just assumed that we wouldn't see Vulcan in this game. Is he like a perpetual in this? Like if you kill him, does he just come back with like a timer limit or something? That'd be cool. Anyway, this Plague Lord being bothered by all this fire. I imagine that's a AoE effect that happens whenever you're standing near Vulcan. And he's gonna smite as an exterminator is going on this Temple of Disease before he roundhouse kicks that Plague Lord. There we go, it's like a game of Minecraft. Knocking down all the buildings. So at this point we're just watching Vulcan do things. Definitely one of the coolest of the Primarchs. What else is going on? We are seeing more bot fires. Terminator slowly pushing down on this side. Plague Havocs not really getting all that much in the way of good shots, as I've got to deal with these Terminators, trying to prevent them from destroying their infection point. More cultists probably trying to capture that critical location in the middle. I imagine that's what they're probably doing. They seem quite persistent about it. Oh, Vulcan taking a bit of damage. Not all that happy. And the Bane Pit has gone down. One remaining bloated Rhino over here. And we do have a venerable Ironclad Dreadnought. Oh, I didn't know you could get venerable Ironclad Dreadnoughts. Look at that symbol above him as he rains down furious fists upon that bloated Rhino. Amazing stuff. Vrax throws out the GG, and that will be all that she wrote. So clearly the new meta is build all the plasma generators, build a metric ton of vehicle producing buildings, and then just go absolutely hog wild. Get yourself a Primarch, get yourself a venerable Ironclad Dreadnought for all his shinies, and have a good time. But yeah, what was I going to say? The usual things, I think. Yeah, £1 a month does get you one extra game a week on the old Patreon. Man has been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never a chore. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.